This video describes a new feature added to the DOE wizard in Statgraphics 19 for optimal design augmentation. This feature lets you add additional runs to an existing experimental design in an optimal manner. Runs are added so as to maximize design efficiency for a specified model. I've loaded into the Statgraphics 19 DOE wizard the results of a screening experiment involving 5 factors. There are a total of 19 runs. Design itself is a half fraction of a 2 to the 5th factorial with 3 additional center points. If I ask the DOE wizard to analyze the data by pushing this button on the toolbar, you'll see that there are a number of significant main effects and interactions. This is the standardized Pareto chart, so that everything to the right-hand side of this vertical line is significant at the 5% level. You'll see that of the 5 factors, 3 are active: catalyst, temperature, and concentration. There are also 2 significant 2-factor interactions, BD, DE. I'm now going to add additional runs to this design to turn it into an optimization experiment. To do so, I'll ask for the experimental design wizard and push step 11, Augment Design. It's warning me that I should save the experimental file before I continue, that it'll be changed, but that's fine. In version 19, there's a new button on the Augment Design dialog. It's down here in the bottom left. It's labeled Optimize. This allows me to add additional runs to an existing design so as to maximize the design efficiency. The way it works is this. I first tell it how many runs I want to add. And in this case, I think I'll add 6 runs. The new model button is used to specify the model that you want to fit after the additional runs have been performed. Now, I think what I'll ask for in this case is a quadratic model. That'll add second-order terms like temperature squared, that sort of thing, to the model. Now, since factors A and C were not statistically significant, I'm going to remove any interaction and also main effect involving A or C. That'll leave me with a total of 9 terms: 3 main effects, 3 quadratic effects, and 3 2-factor interactions. The Search Options button is used to specify the design criterion that you want to optimize. Since I'm particularly interested in the predictive ability of the models that I'm going to fit, I'll ask it to add runs so as to maximize the I efficiency of the design. That's related to the average prediction variance throughout the experimental region. I'm also going to tell it here how many continuous factor levels to consider. When it picks the runs, the new runs to add to the design, it has to do so through a numerical type procedure, search procedure. And I'll tell it here that it should consider 5 levels of each of the factors. 5 levels between the low and the high in the screening design. So it'll be allowed to pick a low level, a medium low level, a center level, a medium high level, and a high level. Over here, I tell it how many random starts and iterations per start I'll allow. The default is usually fine. I can also ask it to put the new runs in a separate block if I expect something to have changed since the first set of experiments. Now I'll go ahead and just push OK. And everything's set. So I'll push Optimize. And it went through its iterations and generated for me 6 additional runs. The runs are fairly interesting. Factors A and C are no longer in the model, so they've been kept at their center level. The factors B, D, and E are run once at their high level, once at their low level, and the other 4 times at their center level. What it actually did is put in what we call star points in the design. In a star point, you run one factor at a high and a low level, keeping the other factors held at their center value. The next thing I would do is I'd go out, I'd run these 6 additional runs, and then do my model fitting and optimization.